Hello, Knights of the Roll Table, and welcome to part 2 of Dude, Where's My Sword? Hope you've been enjoying it. Again, one of my favorites. Hopefully our next release will be the next episode in Season 6. I left the announcements in these. I think they're interesting because this was actually recorded just before COVID and released as we were figuring out, hey, how long is this thing going to last? Are we going to be able to record in person? Can we record online? How does that work? Eventually we figured that out, but this was right in that interim period, which is a little interesting historical tidbit. So hope you enjoy part 2 of Dude, Where's My Sword? Until then, also fun Knights of the Roll Table lore is at the beginning of the podcast. You probably heard the slogan I would always end episodes with, go out and make life an adventure. And then during COVID, we realized, wait, don't go out. Stay in and make life an adventure. That doesn't sound as motivational, which is why I've settled on take care of yourself, take care of each other, and make life an adventure.
Hello, Knights of the Roll Table. This is Weston. I hope we find you well in your various lodgings in this very unique season of humanity. We are back with part 2 of Dude, Where's My Sword? Brought to you by our wonderful DM, Jen Stopper Crespo. Without further ado, let's do this.
As Javadriel is talking to Jarek, and you start to make your way as if you're going to leave the water, and Chaser starts to leave the water, you see that the dryads get a little bit angry, and the water starts to bubble up, and you see rise out of the water this large, waterous beast that you might recognize. I think definitely Massimo would recognize, possibly Jarek, maybe not Chaser, as a water elemental. And
water elementals. Yeah, my adventure down in the good ship.
This is why I stay out of large bodies of water. You guys,
are you ready to fight this, Massimo? Are you okay? You're gonna draw your sword. You're gonna have to do the other thing right now.
Which?
You
want me to sing something else?
All right, just hang back for a second. We'll see if we can take care of it.
Get back, Loretta.
The elemental is kind of betwixt you all. It immediately goes for Chaser and attempts to hit. That is a 21 to hit. So that is going to hit.
Yeah, I guess that does hit.
And that's going to be 9 damage to Chaser. So he slams at him with his big watery hand, and then he attacks towards Chaser one more time. And that's going to be an 18, so that will also hit. Slams him again for another 12 damage. So he makes 2 attacks on Chaser. But then we have Jarek Dark Harbor is going to be up next.
All right, I'm going to use Hexblade's Curse on him for extra damage. 19 or 20 is a crit. And if it dies, I get some healing. And then I'm going to attack it with Javadriel. All right, let's do your thing. First shot, 13.
That is a miss.
Second attack. Oh, 10.
That is also a miss.
Javadriel, come on. You're supposed to show up like this.
I have been wet for a while.
Javadriel is really relaxed too. If a sword could go limp, he's a little.
Are you okay, buddy?
Relaxed.
It's hard for me to explain. It happens to all swords sometimes.
Then we have Chaser is up. Chaser.
Yes. So I'm gonna attack here real quick with the big guy that's right in front of me. The guy who just hit me. 24 to attack.
That is a hit. So you're attacking the water elemental.
Yes. Damage is 8.
What kind of damage is it?
Piercing.
Piercing. So it does have resistance. So it's only gonna do half damage.
Okay.
All right. So it's gonna do 4 damage. And then, so Allura, the dryad that was there, she goes, it's better if you just stay here. You shouldn't be trying to run away like that. And she is going to attempt to Fey Charm Jarek.
No.
So you're going to have to make a wisdom save.
What's with these? 16.
16, you save. The other dryad, she attempts to attack. She pulls out a wooden shillelagh and attempts to attack Massimo. That's a 21 to hit,
That will in fact hit.
and that's going to be 2 damage.
Let me give you a little love tap. Boop.
I actually like that a lot.
All right, and Massimo is up.
All right, I will stand up gallantly, point my finger at the water elemental, and say, "Oh, you're next." I'm going to cast True Strike, a bard cantrip, and that will end my turn.
And that gives you what?
Massimo, what are you doing?
Just wait.
Are you taunting it? What are you doing?
This is all part
Hit
of the
it
game.
with something. You're supposed to be like hitting things.
The water elemental is pissed that it has been pointed at, and it will attempt to attack Massimo Lionheart. So he slams once, that's a 21 to hit,
And the will hit.
and that's going to be 16 damage. And then he's going to hit one more time, and that's 22 to hit,
That will hit.
and that's going to be 7 damage.
Finally, a
And
worthy
that's
opponent.
7
Since I need
damage.
to maintain concentration for True Strike, what do I roll for that?
You'd roll a con save.
Okay.
So
Is it concentration? I think I need
Yeah,
to
it
stay
is.
concentrated on it for it.
Makes it even less useful.
17.
17. So you save. So you're still maintaining your really effective
pointing.
strike. And Jarek Dark Harbor is up. He's got a big water elemental that has now attacked Chaser, and then Massimo. You have some dryads that are hanging around, being like, ooh.
All right, seeing Massimo do nothing and then get hit, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on him. It's going to boost his AC by 2. That's a bonus action.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to attack it again, and this time I'm going to hit it. 19.
That's a hit.
There we go.
With the butter knife or?
No, with the actual sword.
Okay.
So 12 magical attack.
Javadriel, in the sword of Jarek Dark Harbor, slings through this water elemental, and you see the water elemental kind of like shrink back as if it was affected and hurt. And that is Jarek's turn.
It's not, because I have one more attack.
Just kidding.
All right, that's one, but I rolled an 18, almost a crit, but it's not. So that's going to be 12 again, but then I'm also going to smite. 11 smiting plus 12 magical sword attack. 23 damage.
So Jarek attacks twice and takes a nice meaty chunk out of this water elemental. The dryads kind of quiver and, oh, Jarek, it's not nice that you're being so mean. Why does every time you come to visit end so nasty? Shadow is up. Chaser.
Yes. So who's currently the closest enemy in front of me?
You have the elemental that's between you and Massimo. The dryads are a little bit further away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on keeping on with the elemental. So I'm gonna swing my first rapier at it. That's 12.
That's gonna miss.
Oh no! And then I'm gonna do my second rapier. 15.
That's a hit.
All right. That is a 7.
Of what kind of damage?
Piercing.
So that's gonna do 3 damage.
All right. Every little bit counts.
So Alora, she for a moment closes her eyes and concentrates, and you see that her skin kind of turns into this crackly, thick, bark-like texture, and she does not look as pretty, but she looks pretty beefy. And she says, I had hoped it wouldn't come to this. And then the other dryad that is out there with them, she dips and disappears under the water. And all you hear is, Massimo.
All right, time to swing. I get an advantage on my first attack. 23 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right. 14.
The water elemental doesn't look bloody, but it looks more wet than usual.
Uncomfortably wet.
Uncomfortably wet.
And then I have another attack. 20 to hit.
Okay, that's a hit.
11 damage.
11 damage. All right, that water elemental is looking pretty banged up, and it's real frustrated with Massimo. And so it'll move towards Massimo. You need to make a strength saving throw.
9.
9. Okay.
I rolled a 1.
So the water elemental moves into your space and actually surrounds you. You are now inside of the water elemental.
I got 2 good hits, and I turned around to Jack. I'm like, how do you like that?
You take 2d8. So that's 9.
You're considered whelmed.
So you take 13 bludgeoning damage, and you are also grappled, and you cannot breathe.
Cool.
All
No
right,
worries
give me
from us.
2 seconds.
You're like,
How much
what
damage?
the?
It's all good.
Jarek Darkharbor, it is
What
your
was the
turn.
thing you gave me?
+2 to AC, not helpful
Okay.
on
that's
saving
it.
throws.
Thank you.
All right, Jarek is up.
With Massimo inside the water elemental, can I still attack it without hitting him, or could I grab it? Do I have any idea about
You
like?
can attack it. I mean, like, it's a pretty big elemental, and although Massimo is big, like, there's definitely some space.
Okay, Massimo, hold still. If you can hear me, we'll have you out of there in just a second. Here we go. 13. That missed before. Not rolling great. Second attack.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Crit fail. Massimo, it might be a little bit longer, but we will have you out of there soon.
So Jarek
Thumbs up.
fumbles and winds up falling face first.
I didn't
back
want to
into
hit
the
you.
spring. He does not manage to attack the water elemental. Chaser.
I'm gonna try to get that water elemental. Rapier, my +1 rapier. 17.
17's a hit.
Okay. 13
Damage?
damage.
What kind of damage?
It's the piercing, but it's my +1
All right,
rapier, which
so
is
13 damage.
Plus sneak attack because your ally is not only within 5 feet, but in it.
that is 12. So whatever I said
Whoa.
before, plus 12.
All right, he's looking real wonky.
I'm gonna use my,
Wobbly water.
and then I'm gonna hit with my second rapier.
Do it.
16,
That's a hit.
an 8.
Water elemental is not looking good. Allura, the dryad, she once again kind of locks eyes with Jarek and attempts one more time. So go ahead and make a wisdom throw.
Did we do this last night?
We didn't have to.
Okay. 20.
So you save! Yay! And so she says, darn it, it's almost as bad as when that loathsome woman arrived last night.
Can we take a second to talk about that? Can you just
The second dryad pops up and attempts to pull Chaser down under the water.
Uh-oh.
So go ahead and make a strength check.
Oh no, strength is not one of my strong suits. I have a -2 for it, but I rolled a 20, so it's an 18.
Ooh.
Okay. Well,
Get off of me.
She rolled a 10. So you feel a hand kind of grasp around your ankle and try to pull you down, but you're able to kick it free and you stay
Gross.
above the water.
Chaser like poofs out his hands.
Massimo, you are inside the water elemental. You can make an attempt to leave. You're currently grappled.
I would like to ungrapple myself.
Okay,
Contest.
so go ahead and roll strength.
Massimo, it's made of water. Come on, just like get out of it.
It's heavy.
You're supposed to be strong.
It's heavy.
You know, the enemy is everywhere around you. You just punch in any direction and you're going to hit them.
22.
All right, so you are able to kind of push your way out, and you are officially outside of the water elemental, and you can breathe again, which is exciting. But that is your turn. Now the water elemental.
You want to point at it again?
Hey, I don't need that. Let's keep it positive. No notes until after the battle, okay?
Water elemental is going to swing.
Actually, sorry. I am going to use my action surge to take another full action.
Nice.
Okay.
Since I busted out, and I'm going to do 2 attacks on this thing.
Do it.
11.
That's a miss. You're still a little waterlogged. You have so much water in your ears that you miss the attack.
12.
That is was also a miss.
Excellent. Good use of that once-a-day ability.
Massimo Lionheart, escaping the water elemental, flings his arms with his, trying to attack it in any way that he can, but he is so waterlogged, he misses twice. The water elemental uses this opportunity to, again, attempt to attack Massimo Lionheart. He rolls an 11 to hit.
Misses.
And 19.
That will hit.
And that one is going to do 12 damage, bludgeoning.
With your +2?
With my +2.
Ugh.
Yes, 19 hits.
So 12 damage to Massimo,
Okay.
who is looking real wobbly.
Not feeling good.
Jarek Darkhaba.
Hitting more times. Finishing this water elemental. Oh, I rolled a critical hit on the first attack. And I also rolled a second attack with a 15 if I need it.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my Vicious Longsword and add 2d6. And I'm going to roll my damage dice. And I'm also going to smite it. So let's finish this thing. And that's going to be 4d8. So we're going to do all of this damage now. So all together with that smite, rolling all those dice extra times, that is 40 damage.
Describe your victory over the water elemental. He literally slices through, and this thing just like evaporates everywhere. And you can see the dryads, their eyes go wide, and they just start backing up towards that little mouth of the cave by the waterfall. And they say, you're fine, keep your stuff, it's fine. Enjoy the
We
healing."
need the woman now, and we will leave.
Oh, but we don't have her, right, Spring?
Where is she?
She's not here.
Well, she left with you. You went back towards the road.
You couldn't have told us what? Really?
Well, we didn't like her very
We wanted you to
much.
stay here.
You're so handsome.
Why didn't you like her?
So nice.
Because she wouldn't let you stay.
All right.
Also, we miss our ring.
Yeah.
What ring?
Give us the ring, and we will not
We
smite
don't
you.
have the ring. That's why we miss
Can you
the ring.
describe the ring, maybe?
Oh, it was beautiful. It had beautiful vines. It was wood, and it had a single rose petal on it. Very, very precious.
Yeah, we want it
the,
back.
It's there's.
Yeah.
Where'd you get it from originally?
It's an ancient dryad relic. The ring of roses.
All right, well,
Wait, who took your ring? Describe.
She did.
Margot took it?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like Margot.
I thought it was the...
You met any gnomes out here?
We're gonna go. Oh, there's always gnomes about. They're naughty little men. We don't let them come into the spring.
Yeah, the men and women come in here.
We don't like them.
We don't like
All
them.
right, let's get... We're still, like, knee-deep in water. Can we get out
Yes,
of the
let's
water?
get out of the water. Out of the
Speaking
water.
of which, the water,
No.
you do each heal 1d4
Oh,
damage.
nice.
I say to them, no, you heal us more.
That's it. If we had a ring, we could help, but you could stay in the water. That'll heal you up.
Cut it out. Cut it out. None of that. Stop. Talk normal. All right? We don't have a lot of time right now. We can, if we come up with your ring, we can return your ring. But there are some people in town who forgot the ring. There's a lot of rings missing, and there's the Eye of Tomorrow. Do you know anything about the Eye of Tomorrow?
Ooh.
Talk.
I don't know anything about the Eye of Tomorrow.
We want it.
I
What-
would take it.
I don't know what it is.
There's
but
to
we
talk.
want
All
it.
right, guys.
All of
Nice,
the
yeah.
shiny things, they wind up with those nasty bandits down the way.
Point of stars. Is that the direction we went last night?
I mean, I don't know where you went. We were pretty pissed off.
Just
You
point
left.
in the direction that we went last night.
She points off into the forest.
All right, fine.
Let's go there.
All right.
Sploosh.
Without
sploosh,
further
sploosh,
incident,
sploosh.
you make your way, again, very wet, into the forest. As you're walking, it's pretty quiet. There's, are you walking or riding?
Guys, I need a short rest.
So do I.
I'm fine. You guys need to rest.
Well, we
kind
were
of
in
a
there.
hurry.
We were in there doing the scraping.
Yeah, because you gave up your stupid sword.
Did
Yeah.
you not see the water elemental explode? All right.
Yes, after I primed it. It's like opening the pickle jar after I've already, been
By
working
getting
on it.
inside of it and not being able to breathe,
What do you think I was doing in there? I was damaging it.
pointing at it.
Yeah, whatever.
Ooh,
You
look at
traded
you.
your sword for whatever.
Yeah.
They had your sword.
You guys need to rest.
Yes, I
Yes.
need to rest. So don't go anywhere. We'll go
Okay.
somewhere. I don't care.
So you take a short rest. It is now probably about like 2 p.m. Let me know what you heal.
So when the water elemental exploded because of Hexblade's curse, I would have healed, but I was the only one that didn't take any damage. So
you have an opportunity to have some snacks. You dry out your clothes a little bit. Maybe somebody puts together a little campfire for an hour or so just to get things drying off there, right?
Chaser, make us a fire.
Fine.
So Chaser attempts to make a fire.
I'm the one who wants to be like warm the most. I'm so wet and it's just.
Make a survival check, Chaser.
Oh no. Ooh, 10.
So Chaser manages to kind of scrape his hands a little bit as he's trying to light the tinder of the fire, but eventually he does get one going. He smells like ash, and there's a little bit of blood on it. You take 1 damage from that because you suck at survival skills.
The opposite of survival.
It takes 45 minutes out of your hour to start a fire.
But eventually he does get one lit, and you guys are able to dry your clothes. You relax a little bit. But you also are not exactly being subtle and discreet. So as towards the end of that hour, as you're sitting there around the campfire, Chaser in particular starts to hear a little bit of some rustling in the forest around you.
Guys, I don't think we're alone out here.
So I told him, you take that gem.
No,
And you put it right where the sun
Guys.
Yeah. What?
Just be quiet, just for a second.
Quiet.
We are
There.
there's someone around here, and I can hear them kind of getting close. So, just be cool and keep your wits around you.
The noise stops.
Or maybe I might have just heard something. It's just, I'm uneasy. I'm uncomfortable. I'm wet. Just.
well, do you want to? Should we get going or what?
Yeah, let's call your
go.
French horse back, and then we'll take Cupcake and Brie and ride valiantly into battle.
About the French horse, I have to cast a spell again to bring her back, but knowing that, I probably wouldn't have sent her away. So
I'll allow it.
All right, so
She was hanging out with Cupcake by a tree.
just chilling, eating grass.
He's not a
while we
great
fought.
conversationalist, but Brie
Bree sitting there with like a cigarette and like,
The revolution is the way that equine rats are going to be. You agree with me, my brother in arms? No? Okay. Do you like the alfalfa there, or?
clop, clop.
I can see I'm going to have to take point in this discussion.
Clop.
So that relevant statement included. So you're making your way towards the bandit camp, where you believe it might be, or where you think the bandits might be. Are you so you're riding these horses, you're not really being super stealthy, you're trying to go fast, or what's the game plan here?
Slow and steady.
I think if we see any signs of anything, we would want to stop and go into stealth mode. So we'd be looking for any sign of
So you're trying to stay diligent.
Yes,
you're not
aware.
really-
Not Massimo. He's going, let's go kill some bandits. The bandits. We're going to kill the bandits to find the eye of tomorrow.
So you make your way a little bit.
Stop singing.
Go ahead and give me a perception check, all of you.
9.
11.
16.
Hey.
Okay, so you see that the foliage is kind of starting to clear. You can see that it kind of opens up, and you can see where the trail, there's kind of a few more footsteps. Massimo in particular notices there's a lot kind of around. I'm going to have you guys let's just do a survival check.
16.
7.
5.
Okay, so as you're going down this road, Chaser notices that there's kind of a divergent path that goes a little bit to the left. He sees some small footprints. It looks like there's been an attempt to kind of cover it up, but it's pretty obvious that this is where some bodies have gone.
Guys, I think we're gonna want to check down this little path right here. These guys, it must be amateur hour over here or something. Like these guys are clearly. Let's just right down here. I'll just be a little quiet and check it out.
Good find, friend.
Just don't project your voice as much.
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
Just you're being really, really loud.
Go ahead and as you move
Sneaky
forward,
voices.
go ahead and give me a stealth check with disadvantage because of Massimo Lionheart.
All of us?
Yeah.
I actually always roll this with disadvantage because of my armor.
You get double disadvantage.
Oh, boy.
Even with my disadvantage, I got 16.
10.
11.
I rolled a crit that didn't count for posterity.
Is Chaser more towards the front or the back?
I imagine I'd be leading because I'm the one who caught the little path.
Chaser's kind of towards the front. He's managing to move pretty quietly. However, Massimo is the worst. And a ways behind, you just hear this clomp, 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 clomp. And Jarek is somewhere in the middle. He's kind of between the two. He's staying quasi.
Are we able to follow and stay on the horses, or do we need to get down?
That's up to you whether you've chosen to. You could feasibly hack at the brush and clear yourselves a path, but if you're trying to stay stealthy, you would need to dismount.
Let's leave the horses here and we can sneak in.
Very well.
It's all right, master. I will be fine.
Thank you. Hey, can you not incite revolution while we're gone? Just for a minute?
Of course not.
Okay.
That's not what I would do.
Okay, thank you.
I will stay with Cupcake.
So as you move forward, Chaser moves very stealthily through the brush, and Jarek behind him. What was your roll again, Zach?
10-ish.
10,
okay.
11.
So Jarek is decently stealthy, but Massimo's in the back, a little less stealthy, and all of a sudden, Massimo, you feel in your side a little prick.
Nope.
And you hear a voice say, "Nobody move, or this one gets it." And
Fair deal.
And looking back, you see that on either side of Massimo in the back, there's two small halflings in ragtag clothes.
You guys are kidding, right?
We ain't never kidding. Nobody kids in the Griftara gang. Isn't that right, Sprocket?
Well, that sounds lame. You guys don't joke?
That's right. We're the Griftara guy.
All right.
Griftara!
Hey guys, do you know who you've got at Spear Point right now? This is Massimo
we've got
Lionheart.
a couple of chumps.
But if you guys kill this guy, that everyone's gonna hear. This guy's a hero.
What's this big guy? Kind of like a
Big guy
moving boulder
dropping
man.
through the forest.
Everyone's gonna be coming
Give us
through
all
here
your
to.
gold.
Now we're going to bring you back to Grimbo.
Yeah, that's right. Come and talk to Grimble. He knows what to do.
Grimbo?
Grimble.
Grimble.
Grimbo Griftara, head of the Griftara gang.
Okay.
Don't you know nothing? You right, gets coming out now.
These guys don't know nothing. They've got that wet clothing.
At least we have clothing.
And probably we.
While they laugh, Massimo is going to attempt to grab one by the head and then throw them into the air.
Go ahead and be an athlete. Give me an athletics, but with disadvantage, because you are technically at knife point.
9.
9. So you try to throw him. You just kind of knock him over, and he kind of steps back just a little bit. Are we going to have to fight? We'll bring them. And they give a little whistle. And you hear rustling, and from all four sides, you see these little halflings poke their heads out of the bushes.
It's like all the Ewoks coming out going.
How many are there?
There's about a dozen.
Is it a hard dozen? 12?
There's a dozen.
2 and then 10?
Total.
That's how much a dozen
Yes.
is. It's
2 plus 10 is 12.
But I mean the 2 that are with us and then 10 around?
Yeah.
You're not counting every 2 as 1 because they're halflings?
That you see, there might
All right,
be more.
fine. Take us to Grimbo.
I say we take them, guys. They're just halflings.
Let's just go to Grimbo. Then we can fight them there.
Okay, Grimbo.
If you get bored on the way, we can fight him on the way.
Grimbo might kill you, or he might talk to you.
I'm not worried about
arm.
Grimble.
Look at that arm. That's a pretty arm.
Guys, just take us to your stupid camp so we can kill you guys there.
Chop chop.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they'll tell us more than that
I
lady.
just start walking towards
Yeah,
the
that
camp.
lady.
This way?
She ain't tell us nothing.
Yeah, that
Let's
lady
go.
didn't tell us anything.
Wait.
So
Come
they
on,
start
let's get
walking
walking.
you.
Massimo and Jarek have already left.
They walk you, and eventually that little pathway opens, and you see before you a massive skeletal remnants of a full-sized dragon. And throughout the skull and rib cage, you can see that they've set up a makeshift camp. There's a campsite. There's a couple little tents and structures strung along the bones of the dragon. They've basically used this as a base of operations. And you can see towards the tail area, there's several large cloth tents that have been put up in that area as well.
This is cool. I'll give you guys.
Yeah,
that. This is cool. I like this, guys.
There's no way that these guys took down a whole dragon. Did you dorks take
No.
down this dragon?
No.
Hey, Grimble, he could do anything. He's the best. Let's go get him. Hey, Grimble! Hey, Grimble, get out here.
Grimbo.
Come on, Grimble.
And then out from that tent towards the back walks this stout, red-headed beard, little halfling with a little bit of a beer belly. And he's got on him... He's got a big belt with a number of pouches and things hanging off. He kind of clangles and jingles a little bit when he walks because he has so much stuff hanging off of his belt. And as he walks up, he's kind of flicking a coin in his hand. And he says, "What's all this then? You got some pretty new friends here to visit me, eh?" And the two that brought you over say,
That's right. We found him in the forest.
"Ooh, all right, man. We have been making quite a haul today. What are you lot doing in this end of the forest?"
You guys see that I'm 7 foot tall, right? You see me.
Yeah,
It's like a dozen of them.
you see that there's like 20 of us here. And there's more on patrol that can come back.
Oh.
So we outnumber you.
Look, Grimble, we're going to keep it short and
Bunch to
sweet.
one.
I don't want to crush your way of life. I don't want to decimate and make the family sad of whoever you have run away from. I know that you all have daddy issues, and that's why you're here. But let's
feel
not
like
get
you're
into that.
inferring a lot about my backstory that I haven't really shared with you.
This isn't the first time I've run into your type, Grimble. Now look, we're
might-
just looking for
Grimble,
our...
I do have daddy issues, I'm sorry.
I know that, but
run away
listen, Jiggle, you're fine.
Dondo.
I'm sorry, you look a lot like Jiggle.
See, you don't even know who everybody is.
Hey,
There's
you
no
shut your
rank
mouth.
and
That's
order
just
in
a
here.
testament to how many people I have out here.
Look.
All right, we've been running this operation for the last 6 years. All right, don't nobody mess with the griftar again.
Yeah, we just took that woman last night. She was scared.
Actually, we saw you lot last night, although you was running away in your skivvy.
You big one, you were waving around a little guitar and you were singing.
You know, it'd be a regular guitar for you guys.
Kept
So,
trying to
let's
talk
keep-
about your feelings.
All right, listen, we need our friend. We need Margot, and we need all the stuff you stole from various people.
You ain't
and then we
getting,
can.
You ain't getting squat from us.
All we want is the ring made of wood with rose petals, the eye of tomorrow.
got one of
You ain't
those.
got one of those.
The eye of tomorrow.
We're probably gonna need Margot back. She's
We ain't got any eyes.
What you want with any of those?
Doesn't matter. And then Margot. Where's
You can
Margot?
just show us what you have after we defeat you, and then we'll
I feel
pick
like
from
this
what we
is
need.
a lot of talk. I don't think you can back it up. I got all my men here. And women, we're equal opportunity. Halfwings.
That's right. Don't forget about me.
Yeah.
We're tough too.
so real quick. I just want you guys. Do you want to take a vote to make sure that you all want to get stabbed to death, or do you want to
Yeah.
just?
You know what? Maybe line up in the order that you want to get stabbed, and then the ones
Are
towards
you
the back might
attempting to
survive.
intimidate this group?
This is
Yeah.
intimidation.
Okay, go ahead and Chaser, roll intimidation. We'll give you advantage because you've got, I think Jarek is...
Yeah.
Yeah, and yes.
20.
Go ahead. First 3 to stand up here. We'll stab you first, and then anybody else hang towards the back.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jarek, I bet I could get 6 or 7 on the.
Oh yeah. All right. First 5. Let's say.
Yeah.
Chaser, you have 2 swords,
I've got
right?
my 2 rapiers, so that's like 5 apiece.
So what is that?
Okay.
Like 5, 6.
So
I have 2
Grimble-
attacks. So
Oh, we might be able to get them all on all the
Chaser
swords.
kind of puffing out and pulling out his big swords and seeing the 2 of you backing him up. Grimble looks at his crew and is like motioning them, yeah, step up. And nobody moves forward.
nobody.
This is,
This is it?
all
right.
I mean, listen, it would be a waste of our resources to fight you. I mean, we've got lots of treasure. You could take a look at the stash here. I mean, I'll warn you, it's been a little picked over, you know what I mean?
That's fine. Show us.
We have to keep things above board here.
We'd like to start with Margot.
Where's Margot?
The woman.
All right. So he takes you back and towards the back of that dragon skeleton. He pulls back the curtain, and you can see that there's a small little, they've made like a makeshift shell. They've made a makeshift cell out of rib bones in this dragon cage. Dragon rib cage, and you see Margot there, and she sees you guys and she's, oh my goodness, I am so relieved you guys are here. I have had the worst night. What took you so long? Where have you been?
It's been kind of a day.
Yeah, it's
a bit
really
of a-
important, but
yeah.
we gotta go.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get out of here. I mean, these guys are awful. They took my ring. It's been terrible.
You take a ring, Grimble.
Might have taken the ring.
You want to give it back now?
Afraid I don't have it. It was collected.
By who?
We have a bit of a silent partner, benefactor. Is not of no concern of yours.
It's literally our concern.
It's a huge concern.
It's a big concern now.
Yeah, we ain't telling you.
Yeah, we ain't telling you nothing. Listen, 6 years we've been here pulling this gambit. Listen, we'll give you a friend. You can go. You can even take a little handful of gold. And you see that next to the cage, there's a chest that's open that's got some gold and a couple little pairs of.
We don't get paid that much. I mean, you can just, you can take it and leave us alone, and we'll keep doing our thing. It's part of society.
Yeah,
That's cute. Look, they have a little chest chaser.
I know it's like a chest, only smaller.
It's like a little baby halfling chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's judging the spoils. We worked hard for this.
I could like put it right underneath my arm. It's not that heavy either.
Could you stop goading them? I would like to get out of this cage.
Let Margot out of the ribs.
Sure, I do it, boss.
All right, we give you the lady and you go.
All right.
Fine.
Sure.
Great.
All right. They unlock the little cage that she's in, and they release Margot.
So
Oh
listen,
gosh.
Grimble. How come you're not running the show? How come you're not the? Why do I need a silent partner?
That's just the way things work around here. All right, a little bit of collaboration. You've never been part of a team before.
I have been part of a team, and I was treated with respect. I didn't have to pay my share out. Maybe we could help you level things out a little bit. You seem like you have a really cool lair here, and
I don't
we
think
could
my
step it up.
partner would like that. He likes to just take the especially important objects and then move them on.
That's
Yeah, I mean, he gives us food and everything. Do
Do you have a
could
medical
gather-
plan or?
I mean, he takes
benefits. It seems like he just takes stuff. You're doing all the work here.
all the risk and he gets all the reward. That's not.
well, hey, he
And,
doesn't arrest us.
We're not arresting you.
Yeah,
You
don't
arrested
get
us, if
arrested.
anything.
I mean, that's the deal. He doesn't arrest us.
Hey, you say too much. You did listen.
Yeah.
What? I just said he
Did
doesn't
you?
arrest us.
Boy, I tell you.
Hey, attention! Over here! Over here!
I don't
Eyes on
see
me.
how that gives
Eyes on
anything
me.
away.
Listen to the little guy.
We're
Jarek.
We're all little guys compared to you, man. Come on.
Is the silent partner Sheriff? What was his name? Sheriff Bimble Bobble. Sheriff Whiskey Nip. No, that was the bar. Sheriff. What was his name? Is it the sheriff?
It's Boomer.
Sheriff Boomer. Yes.
Sheriff
Is it
Boomer.
Sheriff Boomer?
They kind of go ahead and make an insight check for me with advantage.
With advantage, a 9. Jeez.
Maybe.
What do you say, Jarek? Can you see
He's
straight
like,
through
I think
him?
it's Sheriff Boom. Oh, those dryads are real.
And We've met so many people on our adventure.
Hey, do you guys know anybody who arrests people around this area that could be maybe?
Is there any way I can?
You can also roll an insight check with double advantage because Jarek is.
Is there both the sheriff station and a local police?
I rolled a 20.
All right, Chaser, you see Jarek really struggling with this conundrum, but you are certain beyond a shadow of the doubt that that sheriff
Bimble Bobble
is.
Sheriff.
That's probably who they're talking about.
Also, Dondo over on the side is sweating.
Yeah, when you start mentioning the sheriff, like they are perspiring actively. You can smell the hormones. You can tell what their pH balance is. That's how much he's sweating.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the sheriff because this guy's got a real fight or flight response going on, and it's mostly flight.
It's mostly allergies,
Yeah.
Listen, you guys don't ruin it, all right? We got a plan. We got the big day tomorrow.
I kind of want this one to run so I can chase him because he's really sweaty.
He's a hunter.
I'm just-
You
Listen,
don't
I
want
think
to.
they already know too much.
You don't want him to look like Brad.
And
He starts to run.
Grimble pulls out his sword, and several of the others pull out their swords as well. I think they know too much. This is not going to end well.
Yeah, that's right, boss.
And roll initiative.
Hello, Knights of the Roll Table. This is Chris Daly, your resident artist of all things dungeon-like and host of Season 2. This was a recording we did before the social distancing and mandatory lockdown started. Next episode, we'll be posting another one-shot that we recorded over video chat. We'll be going back to Season 3 as soon as we can, but until then, we figured we would have fun with some one-shot scenarios along the way. Just a reminder that since we don't advertise the show, the best way you can support us is to leave a rating and review on whatever podcast service you are listening to right now. It only takes a minute, and you don't even have to write something, just a rating is appreciated. 5 stars is really appreciated, but any rating helps. And if you write something and would like us to read it, we will. But if you don't want us to read it, just say don't, and then we won't. In case you missed it, we now have a Discord server. This is where we'll have our community chat about the show. You can ask questions for the cast, get help developing characters, collaborate on your homebrew campaign ideas, see original art from the show, and learn some pizza tips from Jeff. He's very good. Search for Knights of the Roll Table on Discord or go to our profile on Twitter @RolledTable and click on the link on the pinned tweet. You can follow me @DailyTunesRPG on Twitter. I do all of the art for the show, and reach out if you want to talk any Dungeon Master stuff or D&D art stuff. I love that. Some of the featured music in this episode was created by Weston and can be found on his Patreon, Arcane Anthems. There's some really cool digital downloads that you can get, and he's always coming out with some new stuff. He's also really big on TikTok, so you can look for Weston on TikTok and see his D&D content. It's really fun. Visit our Instagram and our Twitter @RolledTable and use the hashtag RolledTable to help us get the word out about the show. We really appreciate any mentions about episodes you're listening to. Post about it, and we definitely read it, and we will get back to you about it with any questions or any comments. We really like to have conversations about stuff that's happening. So yeah, reach out. If you have any feedback or questions that you want to privately contact us about, you can use the email knightsoftherolltable@gmail.com. We know we're not the only D&D actual play podcast out there, so we really honestly thank you so much for listening and giving us a chance. That's all of our announcements. Now stay in and make life an adventure.
Grimble unsheaths his sword, and the two other bandits that are there in the tent, they unsheath theirs. You hear one of them give a whistle. But oddly enough, you hear there's some clamoring outside, but nobody comes to join them in that tent.
Hey, I said!
And you hear Grimble, they've already left. They're getting ready for tomorrow. Jarek will be up first in our initiative here.
All right, so who am I looking at? Dondo is running away. Grimble is there. Is anybody else?
Dondo is running out the tent. He was whistling. You have Grimble and you have another bandit that are still inside the tent.
Kipper.
Sure.
All right, I'm going to shoot Dondo with an Eldritch Blast because my grasp of Hadar can yank him 10 feet backwards.
Okay.
The spell attack, I will know it. All right, first Eldritch Blast, 17.
That's a hit.
First one, hit for 8, and I yank him 10 feet backwards.
Okay. So you hit him for 8, and he looks real roughed up, and you pull him backwards so he flies back into the tent.
Yeah, and then I'm going to shoot Gimbal with the other one. 21.
To hit. That's a hit.
5 damage. You all can give up anytime you want.
We ain't giving up. This is it. If he finds out we're good as dead anyways.
We're going to kill him if that's helpful.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check with disadvantage because you just shot or Eldritch Blast.
I don't see how that gives we're going to kill him disadvantage. Persuasion, 17. Actually, no, that's not disadvantage. 17.
The guy, the other bandit that's in there makes like he's going to run for the door too.
You can give up now anytime. Also, I'm going to hex you right now if you're not going to give up.
Kipper makes a rush for the door as well.
Guys, I really don't like watching all these guys run away. I really want to chase them.
Feel free to kill him, but let's kill Gimbal here first.
Fine.
Speaking of which, Chaser is up.
Okay, I'm going to stab at him with my rapier. 13?
Miss.
All right, well, that was my +1 rapier. I'm going to swing at him with the other rapier. 27.
That's a hit.
Boom.
Wow. Very nice.
Plus, it's 1, but like I've got my other thing, my sneak attack thing.
Yeah.
Which is 14.
14 damage. Chaser slices at Grimble and takes a nice chunk out of his chest. But Grimble is up, and you see he takes that coin that he has in his hand, and he makes a flip.
Concerning.
And he goes to swipe at Chaser, and he misses and winds up stabbing himself in the leg for 2 damage.
All right, dude.
Lady, look.
This is going super poorly for you. It's 3-1 right now. You can just give up.
He swipes again towards Chaser, and this is a 17 to hit.
It hits.
Does 17 slashing damage.
Oh.
And he attacks one more time. That's a 15 to hit on Chaser.
Miss.
So the other bandit, Kipper, again rushes towards the door, and the other bandit follows after him, and Massimo is up.
I'm going to draw my sword. And I'm just going to be like, man. I'm just going to look at him and be like, what do you want me to do right now?
Give me an intimidation.
I mean, how big is this thing? It's designed for half elf, so probably it's like I can't
He
even.
sees a sword
It's a
that's
dragon
like,
skeleton.
yeah.
It's
Still,
It'd probably be easier if you grabbed the guy and then stuck him on your sword like a marshmallow.
like this is gonna be violent.
You hear Margot say, I told you that they were going to come and they were going to be very angry and you were going to be in trouble.
Intimidation.
And Gimbal says, didn't think they'd actually be this big.
Intimidation.
Yeah.
It's a natural 20, 23.
Gimbal falls to his knees and says, I submit, no need to get nasty, but you gotta take him out, right? He's right trouble, that one. I mean, you think I'm wicked, that boomer is nasty business.
What's he do?
Well, we've had a bit of an arrangement for years. We give him first pick on the things that we loot. He likes to take the shiny ones, although he never took this one, and he flicks his little coin in the air and catches it.
I try to reach out and grab it.
Yeah, good call.
It flings.
Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand.
10.
10. You almost catch it, but not quite. He gets red. Are you trying to steal from me?
Why don't you
Yes.
give it to him?
If I'll give it to you, will you leave and leave us alone?
We want to a lot.
We've been trying to do that
We
the whole
really
time.
want to leave.
Give us our people.
Fine. And
And the coin.
he hands you the coin.
What's it do?
I don't know. Flip it. Flipping it.
You flip it.
I don't want to flip it. You wanted
Flip
it.
He flipped it and it stabbed him. He stabbed himself.
It's
it's an unlucky.
It's kind of an all or nothing type deal.
All right.
Can be very, very good or pretty bad.
So if you
All right.
flip it and it comes up, you do good, and if not, you do bad.
In so many words.
Okay.
Why would you chase her here?
I don't want the unlucky coin. I don't.
Cursed coin.
All right, maybe I'll trade it for something.
All right, listen, Boomer, the sheriff. What, like, he's, magic? Like, what's his deal?
Well, I don't know about magic. He's a pretty intimidating fella. But he's been hiring us to do some stuff. We took that green little thing off of your little friend here the other night. He
Okay,
wanted
he's
that
got that.
piece.
He's
Cool,
got that.
check.
We had the ring. He was very interested in that little ring.
No drinks. Okay, we want that back.
He told us to meet him on the road into Zeppelbrum from the east first thing tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning.
All right. Yep. Cool.
Gimbal, I think you're going to live tonight.
Nobody is more happy to hear that than I am.
Just
Margot
remember.
says, "We've got to go. All right, we know,
Hold on, Margot.
but we know where the Eye of Tamara is, and if was he still in town? He's still in town, right? Maybe we could reach the Dragonborn before he does.
Gimbal, wherever you go, you tell them Massimo Lionheart spared your life this day.
All right, I'll do what I can.
Wait. I have a plan. All right, come here. Just follow my lead. So the other halflings are not.
They have
Listen,
run
right?
outside of the tent. It is only Gimbal in there with you.
Okay. It's all right. All right, Gimbal, thanks for helping us out. You made good choices, and things are going to work out for you. And so as we walk out and be like, oh, Gimbal, thank you so much for sparing us. You are truly wise and great,
As
and we
you exit the
appreciate
tent,
your companionship.
You see none of the halflings are still in camp.
They're probably hiding back there.
Yeah.
I'm yelling.
I just want to make a
Gimbal.
point that before we left the tent, I'm gonna just reach my hand into the gold bin and just take out like a handful and put it in my pocket. Just
Chaser.
what? He hit me.
It's like a gratuity. It's fine.
Yeah,
Fair.
it's- yeah.
Okay, that's fair. He did hit
All
you.
right,
And he
Chaser
stole our-
manages to grab about 16 gold coins, 5 silver, and 8 copper.
Nice.
Just as
it's a
we're
good
walking out
grip.
through the brush, I'm just assuming there's halflings out there hiding, and I continue to be like, "Oh, that Gimbal, he was so tough, really a
Thank goodness.
brute,
We wouldn't have been able to defeat him.
rough negotiator." But
Just his
like
mercy.
we worked it out. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
And I
I'm
like-
glad he's here.
I like how he said now they're not going to do any more crime, and instead they're going to devote their
good.
lives to community service.
Yeah,
They're finally going to build that church on the outside of town.
it's going to be great.
So Chaser has
Community
the
garden.
coin,
Yeah.
and Margot is walking with you. She says, "Oh, God, what a night! I mean, this has been the worst week of my life. You boys, you left the tavern in a huff after we had those drinks. You ran over to those springs. I barely got you out of there from those dryads.
You didn't go all crazy when you drank the whiskey shot.
I didn't really drink it.
Well, that
What?
was smart of you. That was very nice. Did anybody drink the fourth one?
Not that I saw anybody drinking that fourth one.
All right.
No, but yeah, and then I was trying to walk you back to town, and then we got attacked by those bandits, and you guys fled. I got brought in, and gosh, it's just been such a tough day. But we got to get that Eye of Tamara back.
We do. All right. So, yeah. All right. The sheriff dude's got the Eye of Tamara and this ring that seems to have some, I don't know, it's got to be valuable in some way. Did the gnomes say anything special about the ring? It's just they're like,
Well, the Dryads wanted it too.
Yeah, they
is that
said
the
was
same
there.
ring that the gnomes had, that the dryads?
Dryads
Yeah,
were
they
saying
said
that
it
it's
was their
an
ring.
ancient thing. That the other guy said it was theirs.
All right. We need all the magic rings. It sounds like the sheriff has
Well, we
them,
should
right?
just take everything. Yeah.
The sheriff. Ooh,
Bonjour.
Hey, Bree.
You've been like
Gosh,
going.
where did those horses come from?
These are all right. This is Bree and Cupcake.
Oh my! Hello.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. My name is Brie. This is Cupcake. He does not talk.
Okay.
There are battle horses. We're gonna.
This has been the oddest day.
If you would like, I am sure that Monsieur Derek will let you mount me.
Yep. Hop up.
Okay.
I will take you safely back.
Well, we've
to
got to
the town.
hurry. We got to stop this. This is bad.
The didn't they say that they left? They're not in the town. The sheriff and the
Margot, what's your understanding? You were a lot coherent than us. Like, where should we go to head off this sheriff dude?
Well, I don't know. The last that I saw was it he was in town. Did he go somewhere else?
Well, yeah, I think they said
we-
they
They
were
were
heading
meeting
off
at
to
the east.
The kid,
Dragonborn.
yeah.
Yeah. Because
Oh,
he's
that's
going
not
to.
good.
Yeah, he's going to pretend like he's the emissary. And then he's
Oh.
going to use the ring to hurt the Dragonborns.
Oh, that is not
because they
good
don't
at
want-
all. He's going to start a war.
That's right. So
We got to stop him.
Up to us to stop it.
Perhaps it is time for La Revolution, Monsieur Doc Harbor.
Wait, do you think you could convince some horses to help us?
Man, I am just but one horse.
All right. Okay.
One horse is all it
You're an
takes to start a
impressive horse,
revolution.
though, Bree. All right, let's do this.
Okay.
Merci.
What's the plan? Where are you going?
We want to
The
move
road east.
We're gonna try
Road
to
east.
catch
So you're
up
going
with
to try
them.
and intercept them.
Heck yeah.
as fast as possible as the four of us and our two horses can
Okay.
travel.
4 of you on 2 horses. You are rushing through the forest towards that path, trying to intercept the diplomat from the Dragonborn and the sheriff. As you approach, you see that there is a big caravan coming towards you. And, well, not that big. It's like medium-sized caravan. You see that there is 1 horse out in front, and you can see that there is a small dragonborn on that horse, and then there's a small wagon behind it that is headed towards the town. You also see between you and that caravan, you can see the sheriff on a white horse. It actually looks like one of the horses that you guys rode. And then another white horse, you can see what probably looks like that orc innkeep that was there with you last night. And they're on the road, and they are currently waving down the emissaries from the Dragonborn camp.
This guy stole our horse.
Yeah,
Riding
we're gonna-
our horse.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we're gonna kill him extra now, right?
He's so dead.
What do you do? So
I would suggest diplomatically because we have Margot with us, right?
Yeah, we have our person.
So she can probably talk us out of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll let her do the
We'll start
talking.
with the talking.
Oh,
and
I'm nervous, you guys. All of
Margot?
a sudden, you hear a few foot, 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 and a few arrows fling out from the sides of the roads on either side, and you see a couple of them slam into that dragonborn that's in the front of this caravan. One lodges in his shoulder, and another hits him in the chest. And you hear the dragonborn roar.
No, crud.
All right,
Is that
so
the only Dragonborn we see?
There's a wagon, like a covered wagon behind it. So you would infer that there's probably a couple people in the little like wagon.
so kill everyone who's not a dragonborn, I guess, right?
I'm good with that.
Yeah. That's generally going to be the thing.
What direction did the arrows come from?
The sides of the road, they're coming from the forest.
And we're on the road.
Have they noticed us yet? Have you been pinched?
You are still a little ways down. They can probably see you. You're not exactly hiding because you
Oh.
were going as fast as you could. But it looks like the sheriff and the orc, since their backs are to you, that they have not noticed you, but you are pretty clearly visible, yeah.
That's my humble suggestion, is that we try to take down that sheriff as quickly as possible. He's obviously the Ringleader, and we take him down, take him out.
Who's riding with who?
Yeah.
We'll say Margot and I are on Bree.
So in order to reach that caravan, you're going to have to pass the orc and the sheriff.
Oh, well, we're going to stomp them. Let's go, Massimo.
It's a straight road. You're coming from behind the sheriff. So there's you guys, and then further down the road, there's the sheriff and the orc whose backs are to you because they're headed towards the Dragonborn caravan, which is a little bit further down the road.
And the hidden archers are surrounding
Are
the
on
caravan.
the opposite sides of the caravan coming from the forest.
Cool. Makes more sense. Let's
Okay.
kill these guys.
Let's get him.
Okay. So what's the plan?
We don't know.
I mean,
Well, the war horses we're riding can run up and charge somebody. At least I have control of Bree, who can run up and do like a stomp. I don't know if Massimo's ability to control Cupcake is quite as good, but
So you are attempting to send the horses to trample the sheriff and
we're
the orc?
riding the horses
You're riding the horses
into them,
into the sheriff and the orc?
which would initiate combat, potentially
Yes,
a
but
surprise round
you
if they
do
don't
get
see
a
us coming.
surprise round because their backs are to you, so I will allow that.
And so when you're like on a mount, the mounts can attack, and we can also attack with the mounts.
Okay, so for that attack, are you attacking the sheriff first or the orc?
Split it up, one horse to each.
What do you want?
Okay.
You want Rochambeau for this? All right. Which you want the sheriff or the
Or
orc?
sheriff, yeah. This
All
is for
right,
sheriff.
Ready?
Well, 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay.
I'm
1, 2,
imagining that
3,
Massimo and Jarek are also
1, 2,
playing
3,
Rochambeau to figure out who
1,
gets
2,
to
3,
attack.
shoot.
And it
I got it,
probably
I get the
takes
sheriff.
just as long.
Fine.
So Jarek Dark Harbor gets to attack the sheriff. Massimo is going to attack the orc. Do you make an attack roll for that, or is it a save?
The horse will make an attack roll with its hooves attack. And at the same time, I'm going to be doing my stuff, but we'll start with the horse. The horse gets a 25.
Okay, well that's gonna hit. And so on a hit, what does that do again?
So it will attack with the hooves, and it's jumping up and attacking the sheriff, but then the sheriff makes a DC 14 strength saving throw to avoid being knocked prone, which I would assume would maybe knock him off the horse.
So strength, he winds up actually rolling a 22. So, but because he is atop a mount, and that was a pretty successful attack roll, I will say that he is dismounted. However, he is able to, using his strength and agility, remain standing. So he he dismounts. You kind of catch him by he dismounts and he's down on the floor. So he's no longer mounted. The horse scampers off, and he is now on the path. Okay.
All right, so
Massimo.
And then our
so that was just the horse's attack. Then comes Jarek's actual turn, working in concert with the horse. So I'm going to first hex him. That's bonus action. And then I'm going to attack him. Sheriff, we're on to you, and your schemes are done. 18 plus 8, 20, 26. Yeah.
That's a hit.
And a 15 damage.
15 damage.
But
You hit the
then-
sheriff.
Comes my second attack.
Roll the second attack.
So that'd be a 23 to hit.
That's a hit.
That's another 50.
So you mess up the sheriff pretty good.
Hey, Sheriff.
Hey, where'd you guys come from? I don't even know.
Oh, you weren't expecting us. Surprise.
I thought you were back in the cell. That's all right. We're going to take care of you. And these dragonborn, they don't even deserve to be here. We're going to take care of them, too. Them taking all of our stuff. Them scaly, no good varmints.
Massimo.
All right, we're riding up. We're gonna get the.
I also don't like cats.
We're gonna horse. Also, we're gonna mirror the same thing on the orc. So I rolled a 23 for the horse, for the horse's attack.
That's a hit. Okay,
It's the attack, which
he
would
rolled
be
a 14.
Ooh, so that's a narrow save.
So he's not prone,
Okay.
but we'll again, because the attack hit, we'll say that he's dismounted as well.
Okay. I'll do 2 attacks as well. Dirty 20
Doing
and
20 hits.
a 25. 8 plus
Oh,
14. 22 damage.
The orc is not looking super great. He's not a beefy feller. He does not look like he came out here to fight, and he looks very surprised by all of this. Cool.
And I'll get off the horse.
You rolling in too?
Yeah.
What's your plan, Chaser?
I guess if I'm on the horse with you,
Yeah.
then I guess my attempt would have been to help him out with the orc, was it? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I would have just started going all stab happy,
Okay.
and I'm gonna roll for that then. Hang on.
Just like, the horse bites them. They get stabbed 6 times.
Is it with advantage or
No,
no? Okay, I rolled 11 with my +1 rapier.
that barely hits.
Barely hits. 10.
All right, so you swipe at the orc, and he takes 10 damage.
Nice.
I need all 3 of you to make a dex save.
25.
15.
Natural 20, 25.
Okay, so a barrage of arrows thunk, 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 come towards you, but you manage to narrowly avoid being hit by any of them. Then the sheriff takes a swipe at Jarek Dark Harbor with his long sword. And that is, an automatic miss. He rolls a nat 1.
I don't like you, tall and dark and lanky.
You just hate everybody.
And he misses, but he rolls, or he swings again, and that's a 22 to hit.
Hit.
That'll hit.
Ooh, I'll cast shield and block it. Boing.
Okay, so Jarek manages to block the 2 hits from the sheriff, and Jarek is up.
All right, so I'm going to hop off the horse, which still has Margot on it, and say, Margot, Bree, do your thing. Go talk to the Dragonborn.
I will comply.
Oh my! So Margot and Bree rush forward on the trail towards the Dragonborn.
And I'm going to do my 2 attacks. Oh, 2 5s, which is 13. 2 13s.
To hit?
Yes.
Those are gonna miss.
Oh.
Owie.
I'm trying.
Owie.
Yep.
Then the orc goes ahead and makes an attack on Massimo. And his first attack, he's got a large mace, is gonna be a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
And that's gonna hit Massimo for 6 damage. And then he's going to swing this time at Chaser, who is on the back of Massimo's horse.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is going to be a 13 to hit.
Miss.
All right, so his second swing misses. I don't see why we're getting so angry. What's going on? He's very confused.
Is this the bartender?
Yeah.
Who has a child.
Yeah. It's very irresponsible parenting.
The child is kind of a jerk, though.
You know, he's
It was cleaning up after us, though.
Massimo is up.
all right. It's swinging time. 13 on Orko.
The orc.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
26 to hit.
That will also hit.
Wonderful. 11 plus 16 damage. 27 damage.
You knock him out stone cold. So you can describe how you would like to describe your victory.
All right, I want to. He jumps down. He takes one long slash that goes across his body, and then he takes the sword, and using the blunt end, just smacks him on top of the head to knock him out.
Is that a non-lethal kill, or are you killing him?
He's a father.
Do is it non-lethal?
He's a father, Jeff.
Yeah,
I don't know. You tell me. What kind of a man is Massimo Lionheart?
the best. Non-lethal.
He did drug us.
Hey, you know.
Chaser.
I'm going to look at the sheriff, and I'm going to use my robot arm.
Construct.
My construct arm.
What does that do?
It is able to, I'm trying to find my notes here. Once a day, I can be used to fire a gas at an enemy. They must make a con save of 15, and if they fail, they're paralyzed for a minute.
Damn. Okay, so he's got to make a con save.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do this. We're going to do this old school. We'll do this with an actual dice.
What?
Oh, that was a nat 20. I'm not even kidding. I'm so sorry.
It's a little windy out.
I fire it, and the wind just you see the cloud go out 2 feet in front of it, and it's
Or it comes back on you like that scene in Big Lebowski where they're spreading.
That's what I get for using my special dice.
So,
What was that?
it's it's kind of something special, but it's I guess it's supposed to knock him out, but it's a little windy. It works better inside.
Perfume or?
It's a thing. It's a knockout gas.
Well, it was a nice try, buddy. It was
Yeah,
really cool.
well.
You know, it was very nice. So we really appreciate it.
So as Chaser is attacking with his claw or ineffective poison gas, you see that Margot and Bree have made their way rushing towards the front of the caravan, and they have reached that trailer, and you can see that she is waving.
Listen to this halfling woman. She has a lot to say.
She is frantically waving her arms, but you're a little far away, so you can't quite hear what she's saying there. And then the sheriff having had Chaser make an attempt on him, is going to make his attacks on Chaser. So we have a 13 to hit.
Miss.
And we have an 18 to hit.
Hit.
And so he swipes at Chaser, doing 5 damage. And then Jarek Dark Harbor.
Looking at where the arrows are coming from, do I have any sense of any line of sight on seeing some of the archers?
You can see there's a lot of rustling in the forest. You can go ahead and make perception check. I get this.
17.
17. You can see where you're pretty sure several of the bodies are. You're assuming that these are the halfling bandits that Gimbal was talking about earlier.
Jerks. All right, I want to blast 2 archers. The 2 archers that I can best make out where they are with Eldritch Blast. Yank them out of the brush. First one's a 10 to hit.
That's a miss.
Second one's a 19.
That's a hit.
So it's going to do 16 damage, and he's yanked out 10 feet towards me.
So you see the one shot of Eldritch Blast goes wide, but the second one hits true and pulls back the corpse of a dead little halfling bandit. There's no screaming. It is too dead to scream. They are not meaty little fellas.
Who's next? Anybody want to get shot next? We talked about this before.
You guys go ahead and give me another dex save, but this time with advantage.
16.
23.
13.
You see another barrage of arrows. This time, though, there's far less of them. It looks like some people have given up the fight, and but you all managed to definitely move out of the way. And Massimo is up.
Slowly stroll up to the sheriff, flip that long sword around a couple times, make it a little showy for the audience watching it.
Hey, what you doing there, big fella?
You picked the wrong people to do this thing to. 2 attacks. 24 and 21.
Both hit.
We can't be negotiating with Dragonborn.
29 damage.
Describe your victory.
Yay! All right, he takes one and he stabs it in. And he flips it around so that he's holding it upside down. And he goes, "Okay, Boomer." Boom! And he hits him just like that.
Once the sheriff goes down, Massimo has defeated him. You can hear the sound of scampering and scurrying on the sides of the forest to either side of the road, and the arrows cease coming. You also can see from the wagon the head of an icy steel blue dragonborn, and you can see that its teeth are wide and it appears to be smiling widely. And you hear this dragonborn say, "Oh my God, he did the thing. Did you see that, Bee? Did you see that?" And you hear another dragonborn say,
Yeah, that was amazing.
"Oh my God.
I never thought I'd got to see it in person.
I'm so happy. Massimo, it's so one. My name's Claudius."
Are you kidding me?
Let's get you out of there.
I mean, your legend goes across the realms.
Well,
The Dragonborn community, we are big fans.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about any other kind of humanoid that we would be a fan of, but such a legend as yourself.
What?
I
Did you see
serve.
the cat? He did the. He contributed too.
Margot pops down off of Bree and just, now. This is not important. What's important is that everybody's safe, everybody's okay, and we can begin the negotiations, right? Well, yeah. I mean, you brought Massimo, Lionheart, and you have the Eye of Tomorrow, right?
Oh,
Probably around
Yeah,
here.
check the sheriff.
I start
somewhere,
patting
yeah.
down the. I'll pat down the sheriff. What do I?
You go ahead and you're patting him down, and you see that in his back left pocket, he's got a little pouch, and in it there is a sparkling green emerald-looking gem.
Ooh, cool.
I'm pretty sure this is. I think I found it. Yeah, you guys.
The Eye of Tomorrow.
Is there anything else on the sheriff?
So you can see that as you investigated, he's got a couple gold pieces. He's got his spectacles that he was wearing. And you notice that he also is wearing a ring with a small rose petal on it.
Okay. Guys, he only has this green jewel in this ring.
All right.
So like the exact
Give it
stuff
over.
we were looking for, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just that stuff.
All right.
So-
Great.
For security, we better search the halfling and the orc too. Maybe tie the orc up.
Yeah, time up.
So you tie up the orc. He doesn't really appear to have anything valuable on his person. And the halflings, they have a couple coppers in their pockets, but nothing too crazy. Are you presenting the Eye of Tamara to the Dragonborn, or are you hanging on to that? What's the plan?
Let's give it to Margot.
Yeah.
She's the emissary.
So you give the Eye of Tamara to Margot, who holds it as if she's holding a very, very precious relic. And she gets down on her knees and holds it above her head and presents it to the Dragonborn.
The legends are true.
Yes, Claudius and B, I present to you the Eye of Tamara. And Claudius reaches out her hand and grasps this. And as she holds it in her hand, you see that the draconic runes on it start to light up. And everybody, which would include all of you, that's within a 15-foot radius, heals 30 hit points. And you also see that all of the land that's on the side of the trail and the pathway, the vegetation, the plants, everything starts to look a little bit greener. It's kind of like as if it's been infused with this incredible life energy. And in the very pit of your stomach, you just feel an overwhelming calm and peace. You feel very, very good.
Claudius, we can finally bring prosperity back to our homeland.
This is an incredible gift that you've given us.
High Vizier Razgarin will be pleased.
Please tell Mora that the Dragonborn are happy with this gift, and we are happy to see peace between our two lands.
And,
Hopefully this ends the suffering in your lands.
and Margot gives a little... Oh, that was so wonderful. Massimo, you did it.
I did do it, didn't I?
But only on one condition. That we get to buy Massimo Lionheart a drink.
Yeah. More drinks for Massimo.
Eye roll.
And his friends.
So you make your way back to the town.
Yes.
There is much celebrating, much mirth. People have mostly forgiven you, although the tables still look terrible
We
because
like
of,
small dogs.
because of chasers scratching. But congratulations, you have helped to fortify the beginnings of an alliance between the realm of Marcatia and the Dragonborn, and you are heralded as heroes, some more than others. Congratulations!
Yay!
Massimo saves the day again. Massimo and his friends. Massimo and his friends.
and the party of fools.
Back in town, I find Pidgeot and say, like, Pidgeot,
Yes, sir. Oh, where's the sheriff, sir?
the sheriff was bad.
No.
Yeah. And you, as the deputy, did you know the sheriff was bad, Pidgeot?
I had no idea.
Pidgeot.
You want to make an insight check?
Sure.
You can do it with advantage since you're both.
So
You do
well
it.
before.
Chaser can
Do you
put on
want
his
me to do
spectacles.
that?
Turn on, put on my glasses. Everything is blurry.
16.
She just dumb, but you believe that she had no idea. She
All
was
right,
oblivious.
Pidgeot.
She couldn't remember where keys were. She's very easy to fool. What was with the glasses?
I'm just kleptomaniac.
So you took the glasses?
I took the glasses.
You notice that on putting on the glasses, as you like examine things, you feel like your vision is actually like, as you're examining things, really good.
Like, does it increase my,
It gives you advantage on investigation.
Ooh.
look at that right there.
Pidgeot, I guess this is yours now then. And I give Pidgeot the sheriff.
Oh,
star.
gosh. Oh, that is an honor. You know, Mr. Dark Harbor,
Yes.
you're my favorite.
I just like get like almost like teary, like finally, and I give her a big hug.